In the industrial cradle of the Ruhr, where smoke once curled from chimneys like forgotten prayers, Borussia Dortmund stands defiant a black Andilo, heartbeat pulsing beneath steel skies. The Westfalenstadion awakens at twilight, floodlights slicing through the gathering dusk like golden blades, illuminating a pitch that has cradled both ecstasy and ache. Here, 81,000 voices merge into a single thunderous wave, the famous yellow wall trembling as if alive. Its roar, a primal force that shakes the very foundations of hope and history. This is no ordinary arena. It is a forge where raw promise is smelted into stardom. Yet the flames that create also consume. The air carries the metallic tang of ambition, mingled with the sweet grass underfoot and the faint echo of departing footsteps. Dortmund's essence lingers in every shadow, a club that builds legends only to watch them vanish into the night, trapped in the glittering cycle of their own brilliance. Tonight, we step into this paradox, where success whispers promises of eternity, but the factory's rhythm never stills, always producing, always selling, always yearning for the one prize that slips through yellow-gloved fingers. Born in 1909, amid the soot and sweat of Dortmund's coal mines, Borussia emerged as the people's shield, their stripes a banner of working-class defiance against the giants of wealth. For decades, they toiled in the Bundesliga's shadows, tasting glory sparingly until the abyss opened in 2005. Bankruptcy loomed like a black cloud over the Signal Iduna Park. Debts mounted, lights flickered, and the stadium's once vibrant hum faded to a hollow whisper. In that darkest hour, the revolution ignited. Jurgen Klopp arrived in 2008, a whirlwind of energy and belief, transforming desperation into doctrine. The Dortmund way took shape: scout relentlessly across continents, nurture with patience and fire, press with relentless fury, and harvest when the time ripens. The scent of fresh ambition filled the training ground's high-intensity sessions under pouring rain. The sharp crack of boots on ball, the electric buzz of young legs discovering their power. By 2011 and 2012, 2 consecutive titles shattered Bayern's monopoly, the stadium erupting in golden delirium, confetti raining like stars reborn. Yet this salvation carried a hidden chain. The model that rescued them bound them forever: financial necessity, dictating the sale of souls. Each departure a wound that healed only to reopen, the factory's hum growing louder, more insistent, as glory became both fuel and cage. The years unfurled like a golden thread, Dortmund's academy and scouting web spinning wonders that dazzled Europe. Mario Gigi danced first, his touch as soft as silk, passes threading defenses like moonlight through fog. Then came the imports: Christian Pulisic, a swift American breeze slicing across the turf; Ousmane Dembele lightning in human form, his acceleration a crack of thunder that left markers grasping air. Jadon Sancho followed, stepping from Manchester's periphery into Dortmund's spotlight, his flair painting vivid strokes, step-overs blooming like flowers, crosses curving with poetic grace. Erling Haaland arrived as a force of nature, a Viking storm in boots, his shots exploding into nets with seismic power, each goal a roar that shook the stands and sent tremors through rival boardrooms. Jude Bellingham, the boy general from Birmingham, commanded midfield with iron poise, his tackles resounding like war drums, his vision lighting paths unseen. The factory thrived. Millions flowed in from transfers. Facilities gleamed anew. Scouts roamed farther. The air in Signal Iduna Park thickened with anticipation, the thud of training boots, the scent of victory lingering on scarves, the crowd's chant rising like a tide. Yet every ascent carried the shadow of farewell, each star's brilliance a beacon drawing predators, the cycle accelerating as the conveyor belt turned ever faster. The forge's heat intensified until it scorched its creators. The turning came not in a single moment, but in the relentless accumulation of departures: Lewandowski to Bayern in 2014, a betrayal etched in silence, Holland to Manchester City in 2022. His exit, a thunderclap echoing through empty hallways. Boardrooms glowed under cold fluorescence, spreadsheets flickering like spectres as executives weighed hearts against euros. Loyalty bowed to economics. The yellow wall felt the sting, the collective inhale of breath at press conferences, the hollow echo of goodbyes, the light dimming in players' eyes as contracts expired. Bayern's financial fortress grew unassailable, their dominance fed by Dortmund's own harvest. The sensory shift was cruel. Chants wavered from triumph to lament, the one's electric atmosphere heavy with resignation. The pitch's green expanse, now a reminder of what was lost. This was the pivot from saviors of the underdog to prisoners of profit. The model, once liberation, had become confinement. Success breeding dependency, the factory's output forever outrunning its grasp on lasting triumph. May 2023 delivered the pinnacle of torment, a day when destiny dangled within reach, only to shatter. Dortmund topped the table entering the final matchday, 2 points ahead of Bayern. Victory against Mainz, all that stood between them and a decade's redemption. The stadium pulsed like a colossal heart, yellow scarves whipping like flames in a gale. The air thick with nervous salt and electric hope. Disaster struck early Mainz, scored twice. Dortmund's defense fracturing like brittle iron. Bellingham, in his farewell symphony, battled with lion's fury. Muscles straining, breath ragged, willing the tide to turn. A penalty miss by Holler sent a vacuum of despair through the stands. The equalizer arrived as fleeting light, but across the miles in Cologne, Bayern clawed back. Musiala's curling dagger in the 89th sealed the title, evaporating in a haze of cruel arithmetic. Players crumpled to dukist grass, tears mingling with sweat, the roar dissolving into stunned silence, broken only by sobs and distant thunder. That whistle pierced like a final, mournful cry, the emotional zenith of a factory's dream, where hope collided with reality in a blaze of yellow and black heartbreak. In the quiet that follows, as echoes settle into memory's vault, Dortmund's paradox reveals its deepest truth. This factory, a masterpiece of ingenuity, mirrors football's eternal tension, passion entwined with cold commerce. It opens doors for the overlooked Sancho Holland, Bellingham infusing the game with vibrant renewal, proving dreams can rise from the margins. Yet it casts long shadows of inequality, where wealth devours ambition, leaving resilient clubs as eternal challengers. Feel the contrast, the warmth of the yellow walls embrace against the chill of transfer ledgers, the thrill of discovery against the ache of repeated loss. Even now, in January 2026, trailing Bayern by 11 points under Niko Kovac, the club endures second place, a fragile hold. The title race, a distant whisper, but the spirit persists, rooted in reinvention. Success, in this light, transcends silverware. It is the unyielding forge of identity, inspiring generations to believe amid the machinery, to chase glory even when the cycle conspires against it. As the raw sun sinks, bathing the skyline in molten black and yellow, we circle back to the heart of the enigma, Borussia Dortmund, a factory forever ensnared by the radiance of its own creation. The pitch rests silent, a vast canvas awaiting fresh strokes, where ghosts of legends murmur promises to tomorrow's arrivals. In this timeless dance of build and release, sacrifice and spark, the club abides not as unchallenged kings, but as master artisans of football's soul, hammering stars from raw or in the forge of fate. May the chain one day break, or may the wheel turn on. A poetic testament to the relentless pursuit that defines the beautiful game. Fade now to the faint, enduring hum of the yellow wall, rising eternal, unbroken, unbound, forever yellow.